In the heart of Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso, a groundbreaking event recently unfolded, one that speaks volumes about resilience, community, and the power of collective action. The National Police Mutual, an initiative launched just 2 years ago in 2023, held its very first General Assembly, marking a pivotal moment for Burkina Faso's law enforcement community. If you've ever wondered how institutions support their members during times of crisis, especially in a country grappling with security challenges, this story is a testament to what solidarity can achieve. Let's unpack what happened, why it matters, and what it means for the future of policing in Burkina Faso. Picture this: a room filled with police officers, retired personnel, and civilian staff, all united under a shared mission. The theme of the assembly? Social protection in a context of security challenges. What inclusive mutual strategy for the benefit of police officers and their families? That's a mouthful, but it boils down to one critical question. How do you safeguard the well-being of those who risk their lives daily to protect others, especially when resources are stretched thin? The National Police Mutual isn't just another bureaucratic entity. It's a lifeline, open to active and retired officers, as well as civilian staff working within the National Police Directorate. This mutual aid society operates on principles of solidarity, health, and mutual support. Think of it as a safety net, one that covers medical bills, provides death benefits, and even funds social projects for members. But here's the kicker. It's by the police, for the police. And after 2 years of operation, they're ready to scale up. Let's start with the numbers. Right now, the Mutual has fewer than 6,000 members. But their goal? To hit 10,000. Why does this number matter? In the world of mutual aid societies, critical mass is everything. More members mean more pooled resources, which translates to better coverage, stronger benefits, and long-term sustainability. Thierry Twina, the Inspector General of Police and Chair of the Administrative Committee, put it bluntly. Our objective is to reach 10,000 members to ensure the Mutual becomes fully operational. He's not just talking theory here. The Mutual has already covered healthcare costs for over 1,000 members, including consultations, lab tests, and prescriptions, reimbursing up to 80% of expenses. But it's not just about healthcare. The Mutual also offers death benefits, a somber yet necessary provision. Twina addressed this with candor. We don't wish for it, but death is part of life. In a profession where officers face daily risks, especially in a country battling terrorism, this benefit isn't just practical, it's a moral obligation. The Mutual's approach is holistic. Alongside health insurance, they're developing social benefit programs aimed at improving quality of life for officers and their families. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room: security challenges. Burkina Faso has been at the forefront of regional counterterrorism efforts, with police and military personnel bearing the brunt of this protracted conflict. Emmanuel Zongo, Chief of Staff to the Minister of Security, didn't mince words. He linked the Mutual's creation directly to the country's security landscape. In times of crisis, he said, resilience isn't just about defense, it's about solidarity. He praised the Mutual as a critical initiative, emphasizing that if it didn't exist, it would need to be invented. High praise from a top official, and a clear signal of governmental support. But how do you go from 6,000 to 10,000 members? Twina's answer is straightforward. Make membership mandatory. He's called on the National Police Director General and the Minister of Security to enforce this, arguing that universal participation is key to the Mutual's survival. Critics might balk at the idea of compulsion, but Twina's reasoning is rooted in pragmatism. Without a critical mass, the Mutual risks becoming unsustainable, leaving members vulnerable. It's a bold move, one that sparks debate about individual choice versus collective welfare. What's striking here is the human element. Beyond policies and numbers, this Mutual is about people. During the assembly, attendees didn't just discuss budgets and strategies. They launched a fundraiser for families of fallen officers. Imagine that. A room full of police officers, many of whom have lost colleagues, opening their wallets to support grieving families. It's a raw, powerful reminder of what solidarity looks like in action. Zongo's speech dug deeper into this ethos. He framed the mutual as part of a broader cultural shift, one where institutions and citizens collaborate to build resilience. Solidarity isn't a buzzword, he insisted. It's the glue that holds societies together during crises. For police officers, whose jobs often isolate them from the communities they serve, the mutual offers a sense of belonging. It says, "We've got your back, not just on duty, but in life's most vulnerable moments." Let's zoom out for a second. Why should anyone outside Burkina Faso care? Because this model is replicable. In an era where public services are strained worldwide, from healthcare to social security, mutual aid societies offer a grassroots alternative. They're proof that communities can fill gaps when governments fall short. For content creators and activists, stories like this are gold. They showcase innovation, empathy, and the human capacity to adapt under pressure. But let's not romanticize it. The mutual faces hurdles. Enrollment is low relative to the total police force, and mandatory membership could face resistance. There's also the question of financial transparency. How are funds managed? What safeguards prevent misuse? Twina didn't address these specifics, but they're vital for building trust. Moreover, in a country where terrorism has destabilized institutions, sustaining long-term projects requires relentless effort. Yet the successes so far are undeniable. Take the 80% healthcare reimbursement. For an officer earning a modest salary, a medical emergency could spell financial ruin. The mutual mitigates that risk. Or consider the death benefits. While no amount of money can replace a loved one, it eases the burden on families. These aren't abstract policies, they're lifelines. The Assembly also hinted at future ambitions. Twina teased a social benefits project in development, though details remain under wraps. Could this include housing support, educational grants for officers' children? The possibilities are vast. What's clear is that the mutual isn't static. It's evolving to meet members' needs. For viewers tuning in, here's the takeaway. Solidarity works. In Burkina Faso, a nation often reduced to headlines about conflict, there's a quieter story of community-driven problem-solving. The National Police Mutual isn't just about insurance. It's about redefining what it means to protect and serve. Officers aren't just enforcing laws. They're building systems to protect one another. So, what's next? The Mutual's leadership is optimistic. With government backing and a clear roadmap, hitting 10,000 members seems achievable. But the real test will be in execution. Can they maintain financial stability as they scale? Will mandatory membership foster unity or friction? And how will they adapt if Burkina Faso's security situation shifts? One thing's certain, this initiative is worth watching. For other nations wrestling with similar challenges, whether terrorism, strained public resources, or the need for community resilience, Burkina Faso's experiment offers lessons. It's a reminder that even in the darkest times, collective action can spark hope. As the assembly closed, attendees left with more than just action items. They carried a renewed sense of purpose and the knowledge that their mutual isn't just a policy. It's a promise that no officer, no family will face life's hardships alone. And in a world where isolation is increasingly the norm, that's a message worth sharing. If you believe in the power of community and solidarity, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We share inspiring stories like Burkina Faso's National Police Mutual to show how ordinary people create extraordinary change. Don't miss out. Be part of the conversation. How does this initiative inspire you? Have you seen similar mutual aid efforts in your country? Drop a comment and let's discuss. Your insights could spark ideas for others, or even help this movement grow. Tag someone who needs to hear this story. Whether it's a friend in law enforcement, a community organizer, or someone passionate about social justice, share this video. Together, we can amplify voices that deserve to be heard. Liked this video? Support creators who spotlight underreported initiatives. Smash that like button and help us keep producing content that matters. Every click fuels our mission to highlight global changemakers. Follow us for updates on Burkina Faso's National Police Mutual and other global solidarity movements. Let's build a network of support, one story at a time. Solidarity isn't passive, it's a call to action. Whether you're a viewer, a first responder, or a community leader, you can make a difference. Start small. Share, donate, or advocate. Ready to take the next step? Let's do this together. Subscribe, comment, share, repeat. The fight for a safer, fairer world starts with you.